Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to the first 4 episodes of The Amazing World of Gumball. So, some of you might not know where this came from, and so I'm going to explain this real quick. As I turn down the light on this, because I had the light turned up for another video because it was so dark when I was recording, but not the point. So, this seems to have come out of nowhere for a lot of you, I'm sure. There wasn't any, really huge precedence for this, and so let me explain. I watch another reactor named ReDirect. I watch his content pretty regularly, and he's one of my favorites. Recently, he got caught up with Adventure Time, and so he needed a new show. I don't remember if he hosted a poll for it or not, but the next new show ended up being Gumball. He just started it this past weekend. And I haven't seen Gumball. I've seen a few clips here and there, just sprinkled about. I don't even know what episodes or anything they're from. But that's about it. And I wanted to check it out because the clips I've seen are funny, are clever, are really smart in their humor, and I wanted to see more. And I wanted to react to it. In fact, it was on my latest poll for cartoons and was just barely beaten out by Last Man. And so I was thinking, I don't really want to wait until I finish Last Man to get to Gumball, because then I'll be really behind on ReDirect's videos, because I'll only be able to do a few episodes or so a week for Gumball. So, yeah. So I decided to change things around with my schedule, my recording schedule a bit. So you may notice there will be no Voltron Legendary Defender today. That has been moved to Thursday. So it's still going on. It's just going to be on Thursdays from now on. However, 2 shows are gone from the lineup for the moment, at least. Steins Gate Zero has been put on hold. I will be coming back to it, but I just don't know when that will be. And Attack on Titan Season 3 has been dropped from the recording schedule. Now, don't think that means that I'm not liking Attack on Titan Season 3. I mean, I've only seen the first episode so far. I still haven't actually gotten around to watching episode 2 yet, but I do enjoy it. I very much enjoy what I've seen, and I really want to see more. The problem is, it's not one that I'm super interested in doing reactions for. That's the wrong way to put it, I feel. It's I want to do reactions, but I just don't have the time, and I feel like that one would be maybe better to watch on my own. You guys have told me before that I don't have to react to everything, that I can watch certain things on my own. Attack on Titan Season 3 I wanted to react to because, I mean, it's a big series. It's Attack on Titan, one of the biggest anime out there, so of course I wanted to do reactions. But, I mean, when thinking about it, I just don't think it's going to work out. Even if I try to put that on hold and come back to that later as well, it's I don't know, it just feels like I'd just be trying to do too much still at that point. Because this next season of anime, the fall season that starts, in October, I think? I think it's October. Either way, when the fall season starts, I do have other shows that are going to be airing that season that I want to check out as well. So it's just there's so much going on. And it's just I'll be, there's going to be a lot going on either way, no matter what. So, right now, I think it's just best for that show to be off the schedule. And that is unfortunate, but it's just where I think it's got to go. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not watching it still. I will still watch it. I'm just not reacting to it. If you ever want to hear my thoughts, feel free to ask. But that being said, all of that I mentioned freed up Tuesday, which is, I feel, the best day of the week to get to Gumball for me. It's a couple days after Rarity Dash gets to his reaction for it, and That way I can record my reaction and then watch his as well. Now, as with every series I react to on this, anime, cartoon, or not, there is no guarantee I will watch all of this. Honestly, we will have to see. There's no guarantee that I'll even like Gumball. I saw a couple clips that I already mentioned I did enjoy and thought were funny, smart, and clever and all, but those were just a couple clips. I don't know if I'll like the series as a whole. I don't know if I'll like the characters. It is pretty acclaimed by people, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So right now it's just too hard to say. I'm not going to make any promises either. If I do end up dropping Gumball, then maybe I'll... I was going to say maybe I'll go back to Attack on Titan Season 3, but I don't know, because I might be just starting to watch that on my own, so I can't even promise that at this point. I don't know. We'll see where everything goes. We'll figure everything out as it goes. We'll handle it. We will. For the time, though, for the time being, we are starting Gumball. We're doing the first 4 episodes, as I mentioned, because they're half-length episodes, like Starverses or Steven Universe or whatever. So basically 4 episodes is the same length as 2 normal episodes for a 20-minute show. Now going into this, as I said, I've seen a couple clips, but I don't know too much about the show itself. I know a couple of the names, like I know Gumball Watterson is his full name. He's the main character, I guess. I know he has a brother who I think is named Darwin. He's like this little orange fish dude. I don't know how they're brothers. Maybe there's adoption in there, which would be cool to talk about. I mean, adoption is a real thing, and plenty of people have been adopted, so it would be nice to touch on that. I know that Gumball's mother is Nicole Watterson. I don't know the father's name, but I think the sister, he has a sister as well. I think it's something really unique. It's not like a normal sounding... Okay, I don't want to say it's not a normal sounding name, but you know what I mean. It's not a very typical name that you hear, like, at least here in America a lot. It's like Anais or something like that. I might even be pronouncing it completely wrong. It's a really interesting name. So yeah. But there's her. I don't know about much of the other characters. I think, is Gumball the one that has like that like coconut looking girl character? She looks like a coconut with deer antlers, I think. I don't know. Again, I know very little. I don't know what the story's about. Like, I don't know like what the characters go through. It's probably one of those shows that's very episodic, I would assume. I don't know. I do not know. So going into this, I'm almost completely blind. I know, like I said, a couple of things here and there. I think I've heard that the father is kind of an idiot father archetype, which is very common, to be honest. I guess I've been spoiled by things like Steven Universe, where Greg is like so competent most of the time. But yeah, it's just, I really can't wait to see what all the hype is about, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. I most likely won't drop it after today, though. If I do not like it, I'll probably give it one more week's chance. If I don't like it today. We'll see. Let's get into it, though. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we will begin with the spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. I am still going to give it another chance next week, but I mean that alone should say enough. I'm going to give it another chance next week should tell you that. this wasn't exactly the most impressive start. Now there was some stuff that was really funny. I thought the DVD episode had a lot of great comedy in it, especially with Gumball's mom. She's hilarious. This episode was annoying. I thought the concept was annoying. I thought the characters were annoying. I don't like the mixed art styles. Like the fact that some of it's just regular cartoon, then there's some 3D stuff thrown in and just some other kinds of weird random art styles. I don't like that at all. I think it's extremely distracting and takes you out of pretty much everything. A lot of the humor, it's not my kind of humor. There's a lot of stupid humor in this, and that kind of stuff doesn't appeal to me. Yes, there is some good humor in this, but just in general, a lot of it isn't my kind of thing. The first one with Gumball and Darwin babysitting Anais, that one was just kind of okay, and it was really predictable though, and not in a good way. Predictability can be fine if it's handled in a positive or just respectable way, but it can also be very annoying if it's just like it's super obvious what's going to happen right from the very beginning, and it was just a little too much. So even like the instant they were like put in charge, I knew they were going to flood the house. I knew that was going to be part of it. I mean, I didn't know exactly how it was going to happen, but that always happens in these kind of scenarios. That is like one of the most common things you could do. And I mean, I get that was the first episode of the show and everything, but still, it's like that is extremely common. The father is annoying as sin. Like, seriously, I can't stand him already. I do kind of like the mother, but the father, no, not even close. What was the second one here? Oh, the second one was the DVD. I did enjoy that one to a point. It wasn't, like, amazing or anything, but I found a lot of the humor really funny. The entire makeup bit with Darwin was great. And the chase scene with Nicole, Gumball's mom and all, chasing after them was fantastic. Some of it just felt like really off. The third episode, which was actually called The Third, which I do admit that's pretty funny and clever. I don't know, it was kind of meh to me. Like, the ending, the fact that everything just worked out because Darwin was missing Gumball too, just felt like really cheesy and cliche. And not in like a good way to where it's done, okay, cheesy and cliche can be done in a like, purposeful way for comedic effect. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is an amazing example of that. It uses cliches for the purpose of making it funny. It actually, like, really does it well. But this didn't. It just felt cliche. It was just a really bad ending. The entire gag about Gumball, like, trying to bike up the hill was extremely uninteresting and boring. This guy, I don't even remember his name, the guy who lights up, he has the headband and everything, the one who Darwin kind of becomes temporary best friends with, I don't like him, like, pretty much at all. I wouldn't say he's annoying, but he's just completely unlikable. Especially with the fact that he's basically forcing Darwin to buy his friendship, and that's terrible. And they don't even cover that. And as I said, this last episode with the one dude, the crotchety old man, and everything, and him trying to, I guess, prepare for this talent show, and Gumball annoying the hell out of him, it was so bad. It was so cliche, so uninteresting. That performance bit at the end was so freaking stupid. Like, I get the idea that it was supposed to be, like, really out of nowhere and unexpected humor kind of thing. It did not work at all. It was just annoying as hell. Um, there wasn't anything funny or entertaining about it. Oh, he's dodging all of the traps being set for him by just dancing. Oh, because that's never been done before. Honestly, this didn't impress me. There was, as I said, there was some good humor and some good moments, but overall, these first 4 episodes were really unimpressive and really kind of proving to not be my thing. Um, but I will give it another chance next week. Maybe it gets better, and I have high hopes that it will, because as I said, I have seen some clips before that really did impress me, that really were entertaining and funny. Like, there's this one clip I saw that was like Gumball arguing with this one dude about basically social justice stuff. Gumball's like being this overzealous social justice warrior and everything, and it's just ridiculous. Um, and they had a little bit of social commentary humor in these first 4 episodes, but very little, and I feel like... And again, it's just the beginning of the show, but still, it just felt like it was so lame, to be honest. Like, this feels like one of those lame cartoons that gains some kind of popularity for just reasons I can't comprehend. That's what it felt like to me. It didn't feel like it really earned that popularity, at least with these first 4 episodes. We'll see where next week brings us. Hopefully those episodes next week will be a lot better, and it'll start to get me into it, because if it really doesn't improve next week, I will be dropping this. I can tell you that right now. I really didn't enjoy this that much. I was actually really uninterested and bored most of the time, and then the rest of the time that they weren't actually doing something that was good, it was just annoying as hell. And a lot of the voices are annoying too. Like Darwin and Gumball and Anaisa's voices, most of the time just come off as really annoying. But that is just me. That is just my viewpoints. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of these first 4 episodes of Gumball. And once again, as always, do not leave any spoilers in the comments. Do not tell me even that it gets better by a certain episode, because at this point, people have said that for so many different shows for me, and either it does not actually get better, in my opinion, or it's just not good enough for the most part. I mean, there are exceptions, like Adventure Time got much better, but yeah, just don't say that kind of thing either, please. But yeah, you could say it gets better, but don't like give some kind of false hope by saying, oh, it gets better by this episode, because honestly, it's all subjective. If it got better for you by that episode, maybe it got better for you, and it might get better for me, but don't try to give me like some kind of hope that might not end up actually working, because that will actually make me dislike it more if it doesn't happen. Either way, thank you all so much for tuning in. And if I do end up dropping this and everything, in fact, here's an idea. I haven't gotten around to watching any more of Attack on Titan Season 3 yet. So next week, next Tuesday, we're going to watch the next episodes of Gumball. If I do end up dropping it, I'll come back to Attack on Titan Season 3. It'll just be like a couple weeks break, and we'll get caught up and everything. I won't watch any of it beforehand, so I'll remain spoiler-free. So that'll be the plan for now. For now, I will wait on Attack on Titan Season 3, and if I do end up dropping Gumball next week, I'll just return to that. And we'll continue as normal. If I do continue Gumball after next week, like if it does like get marginally better, then we'll tackle that when we get to that. But I do apologize to you who might have been excited for this, that I really wasn't enjoying this that much. I do apologize for my reaction in that way, but at the same time I don't, because it's all my opinion, and I'm not going to like say I'm sorry for having an opinion on something. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for if I don't like something. If I don't like something, I don't like it. It's as simple as that. But we'll see where it goes. We will see where it goes. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it does get better. Hopefully it does. In the meantime, thank you all so much for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time. I used the wrong sign off. See y'all next time. There we go.
And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears along the way, you're still standing, live, love, laugh.